Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
Well, good morning. I'll call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for July 2nd, 2025. It's 9:30, and we are in the Courthouse Auditorium and also on audio-video conference. And we'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'd stand and join us, please. There'll be a lot of celebrating this week with it being Independence Week. So we're going to start our meeting with the Employee of the Month, Josh Nelson from Roads and Parks Department. And if you meet us at the podium, and Steve Lambert can join us, and we'll be right there.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Scoot in. Scoosh in.
Good morning. Yeah, come on in here. Well, we are here to give the Employee of the Month for July 2025 to Josh Nelson of the Roads and Parks Department, presented this July 2nd, 2025. Josh Nelson began his career with Jackson County in April 2016 as an Equipment Services Worker 1 in the Roads and Parks Department. In 2024, Josh transitioned to his current position as a Program Services Coordinator 1, and in this role, he assists both the Engineering Division and Parks Program. In his engineering role, Josh reviews development permits for new construction projects that impact county roads. His careful attention to detail ensures that development standards are met, which serves the best interest of all the citizens in Jackson County. Josh is constantly looking for ways to improve this important work to better serve the community and developers. In his role with the Parks Department, Josh coordinates all maintenance activities on the Bear Creek Greenway. That's a tough assignment. He performs pavement repairs, bridge inspections, and replaces damaged signage along the Greenway to ensure that the pathways are safe and enjoyable for all users. During the spring, Josh is dedicated to working with partners and contractors to guarantee that dry fuels and vegetation are mitigated in an effort to reduce potential fire risk along the Greenway. Josh is constantly seeking efficiencies in the work he performs, and the Greenway looks better than it has in many years due to his hard work and has not gone unnoticed by the community. I have definitely noticed. Josh, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on being selected as the July Employee of the Month, and thank you for your outstanding dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, Josh, it's my privilege to give you this certificate. Much deserved. Thank you for everything you do for Jackson County and our citizens.
And I just want to add congratulations and thank you for your hard work. And whether it's work on the Greenway or being in transportation in Oregon these days, it's a tough issue, right? So thank you, and congratulations for being our Employee of the Month.
Josh, I just want to say thank you very much. You're very deserving of this award this month. You're a great representative of roads and parks, and you're a great representative of the county. And your dedication to just serving the public, whether it be on the greenway or in the transportation end of things, is very evident. You try your hardest. You're always looking for new ways of doing old work and improving the work that we do. So I appreciate that attitude. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add congratulations, Josh, and you've come into this position. It's a new position. You split your time between roads and the parks area and done a great job and streamlined things, and it's been a big improvement for the engineering.
I forgot my speech, but two things come to mind with you, Josh. Your passion out there is outstanding. So you really care about what goes on the greenway and want to make it look good and for the public and everything. And then attitude's everything. The whole parks team loves having you around. He's positive every day he comes to work, and we appreciate that very much. So congrats, well deserved.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to get this, to be selected for this. Jackson County is pretty important to me. I'm born and raised here, and this is where my wife and I have chosen to raise our family. So, I feel a lot of gratitude to be able to not only serve the citizens of Jackson County, but to do something I love to do every day. So thank you.
Randy. So we'll move on to our request for and discussion of non-agenda items, a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that is not on the agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up or by placing the matter on an agenda in the future for discussion. So we do have a sign-up sheet in the auditorium, and we'll start there. And we also have online. If you're wanting to speak, you can raise your Zoom hand, and you will eventually be brought in. But we'll start with Brad Bennington, is on our sign-up sheet. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brad Bennington, 2886 Orchard Home Drive, Medford, Oregon. Also, good morning, Mr. Administrator, Mr. Council. So, in just a couple of days, we will celebrate Independence Day. Coincidentally, the legislature just called Signing Day a few days ago, so hopefully we'll be safe until the next session gavels in, narrowly averting over $2 billion. That's what it'd be, $2 billion in new taxes that were heavily being discussed in the last days of this legislature. And that matters because you'll remember that the last time I came and spoke with you, we were talking about a recent mill closure in Prineville, Oregon, where a very, very old company laid off 162 workers, which is a lot of workers in Prineville. And we have just learned that there is another company that has just announced that they're going to close in Pilot Rock. Pilot Rock's a very small community just a little bit south of Pendleton. Once again, a company that's been in business for many, many years. It's 62 jobs there. And why do we care about that down here in well-managed Jackson County? Well, we care about it because all of these company closures, you know, whether it's Dutch Brothers leaving Oregon, Tektronix, one of the biggest privately held companies from my hometown, Geldwin, they relocated their mothership. All of these things are harbingers of the economic times we find ourselves in and dealing with here in Oregon, and it affects the people that live here. It affects the people that live here. As you know, we have here in Southern Oregon, we have such a wonderful place to live. So many people want to come and live here, but we have one of the greatest disparities between the average wage and the cost of housing here in Southern Oregon. We have so many people who want to come and live here, and yet we have a critical housing shortage. We've had what can really only be described as kind of an explosion of apartment construction, and I'm going to say about the last 3 years or so. After the Alameda fire in September 8, 2020, we had a lot of available money that came into our area for theoretically for affordable housing. But affordable housing doesn't necessarily mean economic prosperity for the people that live there. And I'll refer you to a study that was done by then Secretary Ben Carson during the first Trump administration, and they studied the economic strength between homeowners and home renters. And it turned out that the difference is $195,000. That the average homeowner has a net worth of, and when they did that study, $200,000, and the average renter has a net worth of $5,000. So $195,000 difference. So when it comes to businesses that are either closing or relocating, these are economic things that have consequences that go far beyond the actual event. Because all of these people, once they lose their jobs, they've got, basically three choices. They can retire, retrain, or relocate. That's about it. So if they retrain, theoretically their skills and whatnot will still be available and benefit the community. If they retire, then actually it kind of flips that formula the other way, because then they become somewhat dependent upon the system that they used to help support. And if they relocate, they're just gone. If they go to a stronger economy, if they go to Texas or South Carolina or Georgia or one of these states that are better managed, then their revenue that they produce is just gone. So when we think about our situation here in Jackson County, again, we're blessed to have the best managed county in Oregon, but the people that live here, the businesses that operate here, are operating under duress. We saw in this last legislative session, despite the fact that we avoided that last $2 billion push, many new laws and by the way, as you know, there's a difference between regulations and laws. Regulations are done by the legislature, laws are done by the administrative agencies that work for the governor. But the reality is that businesses that operate in Oregon, businesses that operate here in Jackson County, are going to make less money next year because of all the regulatory duress that's being imposed upon them. And they have to ask themselves, can we continue to operate here, or are we going to have to do what Dutch Brothers did or Tektronix did or some of these other companies did? We want companies to come here. We want our young people to make enough money so that they can afford buy housing here, and buy housing that they can own, not just rent. Because if they can't own the housing, they can't accumulate the equity, and that's really so important. I wish all of you a wonderful 4th of July and Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Anybody else in the auditorium wish to speak? Or anybody online?
Madam Chair, there's no one with their Zoom hand raised.
Okay, well, I just thank you for the comments. We totally understand your concerns, and it's a tough environment to do business in Oregon, that's for sure. We'll move on to our consent calendar, and we have minutes of meetings, Board of Commissioners work session for June 10th, 2025, Board of Commissioners regular meeting for June 11th, 2025, Board of Commissioners land use meeting for June 18th, 2025, which was file number 439-24-00008. LRP. We have order appointing Isabella Tibbetts to the Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Advisory Committee, order number 138-25, and an order appointing Madison Raffensperger to complete the term of a resigned member of the Jackson County Fair Board, order number 139-25.
I'll move approval of the consent calendar as read.
Second.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Moving on to discussion and deliberation, we have an order authorizing an airport advertising program concession agreement with Fuse Connect LLC, order number 140-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, in this case, our airport department did solicit proposals to manage and operate in-terminal advertising. concessions at the Rogue Valley International Medford Airport. A request for proposals was published on March 19, 2025 in the Rogue River Press and also the Daily Journal of Commerce and to our Jackson County website. We got 2 proposals. Q Factor Airport Advertising LLC proposed a cost share revenue of 50%, and Fuse Connect LLC proposed a cost share revenue of 60%. We did have a selection committee that reviewed each proposal using factors such as relevant firm experience, staff experience, and availability, the demonstrated understanding of the overall project, and proposed a revenue share. That group unanimously recommended Fuse Connect LLC. Just real briefly, the way this contract's set up, basically we're contracting with someone to go out and find advertising. They recruit advertising. This will likely mostly be digital advertising. All of the current advertising we have in the airport terminal will remain 100% with the county, but any new advertising they bring in will have a cost share. We're not paying them unless they find us new advertising. When they find us new advertising, we enter into an agreement with the advertiser, and then we pay them 40% of the advertising amount that they found, and we maintain 60%. This has been proven to raise advertising revenues at airports. The term of the agreement's upon execution through 3 years with the option to extend for 2 additional 1-year periods. We estimate the expense, in other words, the share portion of new revenue that they would receive, to be around $104,000. We have no baseline. We're just making an estimate based on our experience in inquiring with other airports, and I do recommend your approval.
Okay, take a motion.
I'll move approval of order number 140-25.
I'll second.
Any discussion on this?
I think it's a great opportunity for us to generate more advertising revenue.
Let's hope that they come through and do that for sure.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Next item is an order adopting the 2025-2030 Jackson County Rogue Basin Water Quality Management Plan. It's order number 141-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, Jackson County in the past has adopted plans, including the current 2020 to 2025 Jackson County Rogue Basin Water Quality Management Plan. This is to improve water quality in the Rogue River and its tributaries. Jackson County, as a designated management agency, is actually required by Oregon Administrative Rule 340-042-0080 to take steps towards improving the water quality of the Rogue River and its tributaries. Clean rivers and streams contribute directly to the quality of life in Jackson County. This plan outlined measures to be taken by Jackson County that will help the county achieve compliance with the federal water quality laws, such as the Clean Water Act. Term of the plan is July 1st of 2025 through June 30th of 2030. There is no direct financial impact, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you.
And I will move approval of order number 141-25.
Second.
Any discussion?
We had a nice presentation on this.
Yeah, we did have a presentation.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Next item is an order authorizing a work order contract number 15789 with Amergis Healthcare Staffing Services Incorporated, order number 142-25. Mr. Jordan.
That would have been my guess too, Madam Chair.
Could you tell I was guessing?
Well, it's probably, it has to be Amergis or Amergis, right?
Right.
In this case, Amergis Healthcare Staffing Services Incorporated will provide temporary staffing services. This will help meet our ongoing need for qualified mental health professionals. Term of the contract's up on execution through April 9th of 2030. It's an annual expense as billed of $1 million, and I do recommend your approval.
Move approval of order number 142-25.
And I'll second.
Any discussion on this?
I will say this, it seems like a lot of money, $1 million to help recruit employees, but it has been an ongoing battle to get staffed up in HHS for years. And
This is actually not to recruit. It's not for recruiting. It's actually for hiring of staff.
okay.
They're just temporary. They're just temporary staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
However, we've had to staff it. It's been a battle for a long time.
That's correct.
Have they been used in the past?
I don't know if this particular company is, but we use temporary companies, not just here, but all over the county.
Sure.
this is one that specializes in hiring these types of people. We do a bid and solicit temporary employment services. We usually do it on our 5-year LCRB contract, and so we have agencies, local temporary agencies that provide staff to the county as well on basically a retainer contract, but they don't specialize in hiring specifically qualified mental health professionals.
Yep.
All right, with that being said, I will move approval of order number 143-25.
We already did that, but
I'm sorry.
It's 142. We're still on emeritus.
And we are, okay.
he's ready for
And
the
we
4th
have a
of
motion
July.
and a second. Let's take a vote.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Get it straightened out here in a second.
Okay. So we'll move on to that order number 143-25, an order authorizing state and local cybersecurity grant agreement number CY23-110 with the State of Oregon Department of Emergency Management. Order number 143-25. Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. This agreement will provide funds to Jackson County for expenses related to performing cyber risk assessments. Term of the agreement upon execution through May 30th of 2027 for the performance period of June 1st, 2025 through May 30th of 2027. It's a revenue of $125,800, and I do recommend your approval.
All right, well, I'm still willing to move approval of order number 143-25.
Second.
Any discussion on this one?
No.
Cybersecurity is a big deal, and I'm glad we're addressing it, so thank you. Go ahead and take a vote.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. I believe this is our last item. It's order number 144-25, an order authorizing state and local cybersecurity grant agreement number CY23-111 with the State of Oregon Department of Emergency Management. And it's, like I say, order number 144-25.
Right, Madam Chair, members of the board. In this case, is similar to the last one. However, this is specifically related to testing of our network for vulnerabilities. The term of the agreement upon execution through May 30th, 2027 for the performance period of June 1st, 2025 through May 30th of 2027. It's a revenue of $72,400, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you. Motion?
Move approval of order number 144-25.
I'll second.
And I will just add too, I think our information technology department does a great job. They send out even little teaser phishing emails that try to catch us, and I'm always so glad when I recognize one.
Yeah, you want to talk about an ongoing battle, the
It is. They're
cybersecurity
on top
battle.
of it.
Yeah, and being able to test for vulnerabilities is very important. It's one thing just to have the policies in place, but if you're not following through with what this order does, then it's kind of pointless.
Yep.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And that does conclude our agenda. It's want to wish everybody a safe and happy Independence Day week. And our meeting is adjourned.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.